Hello everyone, welcome. This is Misty with Gleespendesigns. Today I have 3 new Dollar Tree Rustic Farmhouse Christmas Decor DIYs for you. DIY number 1 is this rustic welcome door hanger. For this DIY, you will need one of the round ornament shaped signs from the Dollar Tree. Remove the middle top piece. You will also need some wrapping paper. I loved this truck wrapping paper. I want to put a faux galvanized metal look on here, so I'm taking some painter's tape, adding some stripes, and then coloring it in with my chalk paint in the color Castle. For this faux galvanized metal look, I'm going to be using a sponge from the automotive part in the Dollar Tree, and I am going to sponge on the Folk Art Metallic Colored Paint Sterling Silver. For my second color, I'm going in with the same type of paint, but in the color Pewter Gray. For me, I think the trick when doing this is to kind of pat hard and then also soft in different spots to give it a different texture and more looks. To pull this off, I also think you have to go in with the color Burnt Umber. I think that really gives it like a faux galvanized metal look. After that has dried, and you can take a blow dryer or a heat gun to make that drying process a little bit faster, remove a piece of the painter's tape and then cover over our little faux galvanized metal so that we don't get any paint on top of that cute little look we just did. Now I want to make a few little red stripes on the other side of our galvanized look. So I'm just taking a few more pieces of painter tape and just making little thin stripes on either side. And obviously make sure that your tape is as straight as you can get it. Using my Imperial chalk paint, I am just going in and painting those little lines or stripes, whatever you would like to call them. And again, to make the drying time faster between each application, use your blow dryer or heat gun. I promise it dries it so fast. Now you can start removing your painter's tape, and I absolutely love this part. I think it is so satisfying and pretty to watch. I will be using our wrapping paper next, and I'm going to be using glue or Mod Podge. So I don't want to get any of that on our pretty little stripes or paint that we just did. So I put painter's tape over that, and now I'm just using my glue stick. You are definitely welcome to use Mod Podge. I just feel that the wrapping paper kind of slides around a little bit easier using the glue stick. I cut off rectangles long enough of the wrapping paper and big enough of the wrapping paper that I knew it was going to cover over the top and the bottom sections of our round sign. So, and here I am, you can see how easy it is to slide this paper around. That's why I wanted to put this like in real time and not speed it up so that you could see that. This time around, you do not need your blow dryer or heat gun because we do not want the glue to be fully dry when we take our painter's tape off. Here I'm just taking my finger and kind of scoring around the wallpaper. And when you pull your painter's tape off, pull in the opposite direction of the wrapping paper so that it does not tear, just in case you did get a little bit over. Using one of the Dollar Tree sanding blocks, which I absolutely love these things, I go and I just sand off the rest of the excess paper, and I love doing this. It makes the perfect edging. I mean, you cannot get any closer than this, you guys, and it just falls right off. Super satisfying as well. For the top part where our little metal thing is going to go, I am just ripping it off. You definitely can cut it off, but you are not going to see where that is at as long as you make it to where your metal part will hang over the wrapping paper. And also, you guys be careful when putting this on because hot glue will make it kind of hot. Using one of these galvanized words from the Dollar Tree. I painted mine white and I'm just hot gluing it right onto the sign in the middle of our galvanized look. Next in, I add a bow, and I did make this bow, and I will do a bow tutorial very soon, so make sure you subscribe to my page so you see how I make my bows. I am using this piece of greenery that I took off of a Dollar Tree pick, and I am just simply pressing that and hot gluing that back behind our bow. And then I'm taking some Dollar Tree pip berries, which thanks to an amazing follower, subscriber, whatever, friend, for letting me know what these were called because I did not know that they were called pit berries for a very long time. And here I am just doing the same to the other side, adding that greenery and pit berries. Dollar Tree has bells in many different sizes and colors. I spray painted these silver ones white and tied them on to some jute twine. I added a little bit of hot glue and then just simply placed those up underneath our bow. Turning our sign over, I wanted to add a hanger, so I took a few pieces of jute twine and then added a popsicle stick to have it have a little bit more of a finished look. And I did add the twine to both sides to make it an actual hanger. And here it is, everyone. I think this turned out so adorable. I really hope you guys enjoyed it as well. You could hang this or you could just honestly prop it up against the wall. It is just so adorable. You could even use this on the back of a wreath. I think that'd be super cute too. DIY number 2 is this rustic style Mary sign. Using one of these Mary signs from the Dollar Tree, I went in with my burnt umber apple barrel paint and I just painted the deer head on our Mary sign, which I'm guessing is the Y. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's right, guys? Just kidding. Now I'm going in with some Mod Podge and I am Mod Podging all across all of the letters except for our Y slash deer head. And when I do get close down to the deer head, I just get as close as I possibly can without trying to overlap onto the paint. You'll see kind of what I'm saying here in a second. Here you go. I'm just taking my Dollar Tree brush and I'm just very carefully adding that Mod Podge as closest as I possibly can, even getting a little bit over, but not like super dramatic. You'll see why. I'm going in with some craft paper that I got off of Amazon, and you see how I'm kind of overlapping on there because I want to get our like closest edge covered, if you get what I'm saying. Well, now I'm cutting off our access and then going in with our Dollar Tree sanding block again and going all the way around our sign, getting in those grooves as much as I can. Using an X-Acto knife from the Dollar Tree, I go in and I cut off the excess piece around our deer head. You also need to repeat that step for the in-betweens of the letters. Here I'm just taking my apple barrel burnt umber paint and going over our little deer antlers and fixing our deer's ear. Well, giving him an ear. He didn't have an ear on that side, so we are giving him an ear here. I'm using the burnt umber paint to also go around the outside of our letters. I absolutely love to add dry brushing to almost everything I do, so I am just dry brushing some of that burnt umber all around the Mary sign, and then I am taking some white chalk paint and dry brushing across our deer head as well. Using one of these longer rectangular signs from the Dollar Tree, I just go ahead and take off any of the excess pieces and cut off the ribbon that is used for hanging. Now I went in with my white chalk paint and painted the whole sign, making sure to get into those grooves. Now I'm dry brushing some of the Pearson Gray chalk paint across the sign, and I'm going straight back and forth so that it is nice and straight, kind of like that shiplap look. One end of the sign, there are these two little holes from our hanger, and I just went in with some Dollar Tree spackling and filled those right in and just sanded off the little bit of excess. Using some Dollar Tree twine, I am taking my hot glue gun and adding some twine to both of these sides of our sign. And I'm getting all tangled up here, but yeah, there we go. I'm just simply wrapping it around a few times, and I do that again, like I said, to both sides. You can wrap this around as many times as you would like, or you don't have to use the twine at all. You could use ribbon, you could paint stripes, whatever you would like. Now I'm going in with my hot glue gun and I am taking that all the way around the letters. You are welcome to use E6000, whatever you would like, and I'm just adding that to our backboard. Here is a look how this project turned out. I think it is so cute, so rustic, so farmhouse, so Christmas, right? I love it, love it, love it. I think it would look absolutely so pretty on a mantle. You could probably even hang this up if you add a hanger to it. There's so many different options that you could do. I'm so excited for this next one. DIY number 3 is the Jumbo Christmas Ornaments. Using one of the larger Dollar Tree kids balls, I went ahead and painted mine white. Then taking this flower sack towel, I ripped it into long rectangular strands. Now take one of those long strands and simply glue it to the top of your ball and then wrap that around, kind of pulling tightly around as you go. And I suggest using a low temp heat gun, or at least letting the glue dry for a second so it is not that hot. For all of the following pieces, you do not need to go all the way around the ball. I simply glue it to the bottom and then bring it up, wrapping it to the top. I do that with all of the remaining pieces so that I have this little bunchiness of fabric here at the top. Now just rubber band or even hair tie that shut however you would like. Using some Epsom salt and faux snow from the Dollar Tree, I take some greenery picks and just take some Mod Podge and dip that right down in there. How pretty does that make that look? Now I just add that to our ornament, and I do add 2 of these. I made a bow and added some of the Dollar Tree bells and one of the Dollar Tree little wood ornaments that I have. It is the little snowflake down there. I think they are so cute. Now, how adorable is that? For the next one, the smaller one, you'll need a smaller ball, a mop head from the Dollar Tree. Now, remove your mop strands and then just start spiraling those all the way around your ball. You really only need about a half of a mop head, if that, for this. So, what we're talking, yeah, you got to pay $1, but we're only really using like 50 cents worth. So, for $2 to $3, you get this super cute ornament. Keep spiraling that again using a low temp heat gun, and look how cute this turns out. I love the look that the mop head gives when you put these on the ornaments like this. Again, I go in with a greenery. I did not add the snow this time, and I add a few Dollar Tree pit berries. Then I took this door hanger. It is a fall piece from the Dollar Tree. I cut off all the little danglies and the bow. I just want this round part with the twine on it. How cute is this as a little hanger? And I did add one to the bigger one as well. Here I'm just putting in a Dollar Tree little bow, and this does come in like a 6-pack, I believe, so that is such a great deal for those little buffalo check bows. Here are our jumbo ornaments. I love these. I think they turned out adorable, super cute, super farmhouse and rustic. I hope you guys enjoyed them. As always, if you guys like these DIYs, please let me know in the comments so I know to keep making them. This one right here, this silver ornament, is actually the size of a real, like, normal ornament, if you get what I'm saying. Don't forget to add into the comments which DIY is your favorite so you can be entered into our prize giveaway and you could win that DIY of your choice. And that could be any DIY on my channel, not just this video. Thank you. I hope to see you all back soon.